Have you ever wondered what really separates a brilliant idea from a world-changing business? Well, today we're cracking open the innovator's DNA. We're talking about 9 specific skills that build the bridge between a dream and reality. Let's dive in. It really all boils down to this one question. We've all had that aha moment, right? That light bulb that goes off. But what's the secret sauce that turns that spark into a genuine success story? It's not some magic bullet. It's a very specific set of skills. And okay, first things first, we've got to get clear on a really important difference. An inventor, they might create the first ever version of something totally new. But an innovator, they're the one who figures out how to actually make it, sell it, and weave it into the fabric of people's lives. Innovation is all about making an impact in the real world. And the tools you use to make that happen? Well, that's what we call competencies. Think of them as the fundamental building blocks of success. And the best part? These aren't some mystical talents you're born with. Nope. They are practical, learnable skills that anyone can develop.
So where does this whole journey kick off? It starts inside your own head with the first of our 3 toolkits, the founder's mindset. This is the absolute spark you need just to get off the starting line.
This mindset is really built on 3 core pillars that kind of flow into each other. You start with the creativity to even come up with the idea. Then you need the confidence to actually pursue it. And finally, you have to find that deep down motivation to see it through. Together, they turn a simple thought into a real plan. First up is creativity. And we're not just talking about being artsy here. This is about looking at a problem from a totally different angle. Just look at Easy Wheels in Ireland. They didn't reinvent the wheelchair. They saw it as a canvas, a form of self-expression. They solved a problem in a beautiful, completely original way and created a whole new market. Next, you gotta have confidence. Just imagine being Patrick Collison standing in front of these huge global investors, trying to convince them that your little idea for online payments, Stripe, is gonna be the next big thing. That takes courage. That takes a belief in your idea so strong that other people can't help but believe in it too. And rounding out this mindset is motivation. This is the pure fuel in your engine. It's the grit that pushes you through those crazy long hours and all the setbacks that are definitely going to happen. This isn't about some fleeting excitement. It's about a deep, burning drive to get it done. Okay, so that mindset gets you started. But let's be real, the path of an innovator is never a straight line. It's more like a gauntlet. And that brings us to our second toolkit, the tools you need for survival. Your survival kit has 3 essentials. You've got resilience to get back up after you get knocked down, you've got flexibility to dodge the punches you see coming, and you need personal energy to just stay in the fight. These are what keep you in the game when things get really tough. Resilience is so important because, look, failure is going to happen. It's not an if, it's a when. But for a true innovator, failure isn't the end of the road. It's just data. So when that first product flops, they don't give up. They figure out why it flopped and come back with something even better. It's the art of the comeback. Then you've got flexibility. Your business plan is your map, sure, but the world can change overnight. Think about all those cafes that suddenly had to become delivery businesses during the pandemic. They survived because they were flexible enough to tear up the old plan and write a new one on the fly. And you also need just pure energy. And I'm not just talking about drinking more coffee. I mean that relentless enthusiasm that keeps momentum going. When a founder is out there networking, passionately telling their story, that energy is contagious. It literally fuels the entire team, especially when things look grim. So, you've got the mindset to start, and you've got the tools to survive. But just surviving isn't the goal, right? Success is. And that's where our final toolkit comes in, the strategic compass. These are the skills that actually guide you to your destination. This compass keeps you on track by making sure you're always checking 3 things: staying grounded and realistic, being bold and decisive, and always keeping an eye on the horizon by being future-focused. First, being realistic. This is where your big, passionate dreams meet cold, hard facts. You can't just launch a food truck because you love to cook. You've got to do the research. Will people actually buy what you're selling? It's about making smart, calculated bets, not just following your heart off a cliff. Next up, decisiveness. In the world we live in, speed is everything. Hesitating for too long, that can be a fatal mistake. Making that quick, confident call to launch a product or change direction is often the one thing that separates the winners from everyone else.
And the last point on our compass is being future-focused. This is really the difference between playing checkers and playing chess. Great innovators aren't just reacting to what's happening today. They're thinking 2, 3, 5 steps ahead, spotting trends, and building a business for a world that doesn't even exist yet.
All right, so we have our 9 competencies laid out on the table, but how do they all click together? Let's take a look at the complete innovator's blueprint. Here's how it all connects. Your mindset skills, creativity, motivation, confidence. That's the engine that turns your idea into action. Then your survival skills, resilience, flexibility, energy. That's your armor for the messy battlefield of business. And finally, your strategic compass, being realistic, decisive, and future-focused. That makes sure you're not just surviving, but actually winning. You see, they all depend on each other. And if you remember just one thing from all of this, please let it be this. These 9 things are not magic. They are not fixed personality traits you're either born with or you're not. No way. They are skills. Skills that can be learned, practiced, and sharpened by anyone. And that includes you, to build something amazing. So now, you have the blueprint. The only question left is a personal one. Looking at this list, which tool are you going to start sharpening first?